Want to act? Give it a shot. No matter how young or wise you are, there's a class or workshop for you. Maybe you want to write a play or a film. Well, we can help you there as well. Check wowpack.org for more information and to register for our next class.
No, pause. Henry, you actually have a point.
There you go.
What I'm trying to say is, unless you know a person.
That's right.
I mean, like, know a person.
There you go.
I mean, like, know a person, and you're thinking about getting married, I suggest you think twice, and then think twice again, because what you thought you knew ain't even what you thought. What? What do you mean, what?
I'm a little confused. Wait, Pop, listen. Is that what happened when you get married?
No, sir.
That boy mine is gone.
Oh, my mind is here, Junior. But y'all know I'm not a violent person. By any means, I'm not a violent person.
That's right.
Listen, Pops, you always taught us not to put our hands on people, right?
Yeah,
not hands on women, right? I'm not violent, but sometimes.
Is he breaking down?
Sometimes I just want to shake them.
Hey,
I just want to shake them.
Get that boy some. Hey.
Available now to stream, download, and purchase. Visit wowproduction.org.
Hey y'all, it is I am tired, but I'm here. And it's 12 o'clock. And as I promised, here is Mr. Vanzell Haire. We call him the daddy of WOW. He plays Daddy George in our branded Confessions of a Good Man. And he's here. He's gonna talk to us. He's also a board member. So let's talk to Vanzell. Hold on, let's get him up. There you go. How you doing, sir?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh, I'm exhausted. You know I'm not a morning person, right?
Me either.
2 o'clock in the morning, I can do that. But 6, 7, 8 o'clock, no, it is time. I'm like the kids. I need a nap.
Exactly. We need that midday siesta.
Listen, I used to laugh at my dad, like, what you doing taking a nap in the middle of the day? And he just said, you keep living. You keep living. You gonna understand? I understand. So, Mr. Haire, tell us about yourself and introduce yourself and all that good stuff.
What up, y'all? I am Vanzell Haire, born and raised in South Carolina, a native of Winsboro, South Carolina. Got to shout out my small town here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Born, raised, and never lived any place but South Carolina.
Wow.
So, I understand, this place we call home.
Yeah.
And it's just my heartbeat,
Yeah.
There are places that I would consider living, but, there's nothing like home.
Yeah.
And so I attended Clemson University, go Tigers. And
yes. All things Tiger. Yes.
And when I left Clemson, I moved back to Columbia and just decided that, centrally located in the state, 2 hours from the upstate, 2 hours from the beach, was a good place to settle. And so I've been here for the most part. I've lived in Greenville on 2 different occasions, but the Columbia area, it's convenient, it's home, and so I'm here for the long.
Awesome. So tell everyone how you got affiliated with WOW.
Okay, interesting story because it starts with you.
Yes.
Tangi was a client when I was working at the Big DM, selling advertising. Tangi was a client that wanted to buy some advertising for some of her stage plays. And one day, just on a joke, really, I said, well, when you gonna put me on stage? And not expecting the response that I got, Tangi said, oh, you really want to do that? Well, I can do that. You just let me know. And I'll put you in something. And surely enough, she called me and said, hey, I want you to audition for one of my plays. I didn't get that role.
I don't even remember what show that was for.
I think it was the second one.
If you only
Um,
knew.
yeah, if you only knew. I think it was part two.
Yeah.
And you told I mean you told me what the deal was because I was not an actor.
Good.
Had never done it before.
Mm-hmm.
But there obviously was something there because what you said was, I don't think you're right for this role, but I do have something else that I'm working on. And if you're interested, I can give you a call when I've got things worked out. And I said, cool. But at the same time, you recommended that I, you know, get involved in acting, do some other things. And so I met Charles Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
And Charles cast me in one of his plays called Like
Mm-hmm.
Peeling an Onion.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, after doing that, I was done. I'm in, all in,
Yep.
can't tell me nothing else. And,
Exactly.
and so after we did that, did a couple of performances of that show, you called me and said, hey, we got auditions coming up. I got something for you, and I want you to audition for it. And it was interesting because you, Tangi, Kevin, and I can't remember who the fourth person was that was at the audition that day. But y'all were just kind of sitting there looking at me, and I was like, man, was I that bad? So I left, my head held high. I did what I could. But you call me back and you say, hey, I got something for you. If you're interested, I want to send you, the character. No, you said you want to send me the script.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't send me the character breakdown because
Mm-mm.
I didn't realize what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I get it, I'm reading. You put in the email which character, and so I'm reading through the script, and I'm like, okay, I'm seeing all these scenes, I'm seeing all these pages. Why is this character in so many scenes and have so many lines?
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I don't consider myself an actor.
Mm-hmm.
And I called you and I was like, are you sure you sent me the right character description? Because this person is in almost all the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, sure. If you think you want to do this, I believe I can coach you into it. And as much as you believed in me, I believed in you. And here we are.
Yes, yes. And it's so funny when we were staring because we were like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what we wanted.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it's definitely, we are very particular on who we put on stage. A lot of our actors have never acted before
Yeah.
to that caliber. And so we were all learning and growing. And so when we first did Confessions, the very first time, which was in 2012?
Yeah, around there somewhere. Yep.
13, roughly around that. It's so much different than when we did it the 6 years later in 2019. And Confessions has definitely been a oracle, and you, as the father playing that role, has definitely anchored that show. And I think it's because of personal experiences, but you allowed yourself to be coached, to be like, okay, I don't know how to do this, so help me do this. And
Right.
And that's kind of what we always look for. But always saying that it's never too late to
Yeah,
do a
exactly.
dream. Never too late to to really go out and do really big things,
Right.
because since then you've done commercials, you've done films, you know what I mean, like you're out there doing
Right.
stuff, you know what I mean. And it's just
Yes.
so that it humbles me to know that it got kickstarted from a conversation of a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke.
The joke is on you. Because it is definitely doing the arts and being able to share. We talk about how much healing happens on stage or with the
Yes.
shows. Talk about some of the experiences that you've experienced within WOW as giving towards the fact of a family.
It is a family. I mean, and I can imagine that there are other theater companies out there that have a core group of actors there, and WoW would be no different in that regard. But really, the thing that I love about WoW is that you, Tandy, you, Donna, and everybody embraces everybody. You know, it's not just about coming together for rehearsals to do this performance. It's about coming together and making each other better, being there for a support, not just as an actor, but for us as people off stage.
Right.
And so, you know, we can call each other. You know, I can call Will, I can call Dana, I can call Joe, Tam, I can call you. And it's, you know, there are genuine friendships there.
Yeah.
It isn't just about the work.
Yeah.
And, you know, what's born out of that is a love and a chemistry for each other that transcends WoW.
Yeah.
And when we do come together for a performance, it's genuine.
Yeah.
And so the reaction of the audiences to what we present, it's real to them. And that's the thing that, you know, I had to learn the difference between a performance and a portrayal.
You're right.
And so when we portray these characters, there are real elements of humanity in them.
Right.
And they come from a place where we are comfortable with each other. We are secure with each other, that we can be vulnerable in those moments.
Right.
And so
It's so crazy how every show that we have and every cast member have experienced something that their character has gone through. And, you know, being authentic is one thing, but like you say, it's a safe place. So when it's whether male or female, when that vulnerable spot hits, you know, there's times on stage, I'll never forget, what was it? Katrina and Melissa. They were on stage with Yesterday Is Still Gone. And on the stage, they were crying. Well, when they got off, they were really there. You know, it's sort of kind of like, you know, hug it out, because these are heavy things that we have, whether it's with the kids or, you know, we've seen Elijah grow, you know, where he looked like a baby to now in Atlanta pursuing his dream right now.
Exactly.
You know, acting like, you know, it's amazing that we do that. And also what you bring to the table, because of the fact that you are wiser than a lot of us. Not that much wiser though. I'm not too far. I'm not too far.
Okay.
Listen, don't let the looks fool you. Don't let the looks fool you. Don't let the looks fool you. But a lot of our castmates are, you know, 10, 15 years less our senior, mine. So being able to come and bring that wisdom and be that that matriarch or that patriarch of grounding the team is what you bring. You bring that calmness. You bring that. You're hilarious. You're like that silent. You kind of make little sly jokes, and you like, did he just? It's one of those. You say something, you walk away, and I'm like, did he just say that? Lord, what we doing, Vanzell? What we doing, Vanzell?
It's all in love.
Exactly.
It's all in love.
Exactly. So why do you think that people should give towards WoW? Like, I know that we have a family and we're open to the community, and we try our best to make sure that we present quality theater or quality events. But why should people support, and why is a performing arts center necessary here in the Midlands?
Well, it's like you mentioned earlier. Outlets are needed, not just for children, but for us as adults. You know, I've been on stage before singing, but I had never done acting, so I wasn't afraid of the stage. But what I was intimidated by was beginning to get into acting and being around people who have been acting. I mean, I was a sponge, you know. I was looking at Will like, okay, I need to get these notes.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
and it's an opportunity for people to have outlets for entertainment,
Right.
have outlets for their creative expressions,
Mm-hmm.
outlets for them to come together in a place where you may not know anybody there, but it's an opportunity to experience a humanity that brings love, support, encouragement, and
Yeah,
inspiration.
yeah,
And so the Performing Arts Center is it can be our little jewel in the community where people can find a safe place to
right.
go and be themselves.
Yeah.
And it's a springboard
Mm,
because I would have never gotten to do the national TV stuff or the film that I've done without
yeah.
without you
That's dope.
actually.
That's dope.
And so it is a springboard. I mean, like you mentioned, Elijah doing things in Atlanta now. Arisha's doing, man, I mean, Arisha's,
Listen,
as much as she's needed in the classroom,
right.
she's pursuing her dream now,
Dream.
full
Right,
time.
right.
Um, and
And
so it's
achieving it.
and achieving it
Right.
exactly. So it's an opportunity for our community to have something to be proud of and say, hey, I'm from Columbia. Because there was a time when people would leave the state. I mean, plenty of people have left the state, but they don't call Columbia home. They don't call Greenville home. They don't call Charleston home. They say they only talk about where they are now.
Right.
I'm from LA. I'm from Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm from DC. But
Right.
Wow is an opportunity for us to help instill some pride into our local community
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
say I am from that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm big on saying, and when people ask me where you from, I ask, are you asking where I'm living, or are you asking me where I'm from?
Right.
And I emphasize where I am from is Winsboro.
Right.
I'm not going to ever say otherwise because
Right.
that is where I'm from, and I'm
Exactly. Like
proud to be from there.
I'm from Norwalk, Connecticut. That's where
Exactly.
I'm from. That's born and raised. I love Columbia. I love where my current home is, but
Exactly.
home is in Norwalk, Connecticut. You know what I mean?
Right.
I definitely
Right.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, and it's for people that I've invited to come out to different performances, at the pack, they've been blown away by it.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't come across anybody that's come to a show that that's not been positive. The
Yeah.
comments are always positive and they're genuine.
Yeah.
Because you can tell when somebody's just saying
Yeah.
something
That
nice
was
just to
great.
be nice.
Yes. I don't
But
be trying.
what they experience at the pack and in the other places where we have performances is
Mm-hmm.
is genuine, and it comes from a place because we're giving from the heart. They're receiving it from the heart, and what they
Right.
get to experience
Right.
is something from the heart,
Yeah.
and you can't be any less proud of that. So
Okay.
the support for that is worth it. I mean, even if you never come to a wild show, never see a wild performance, never step a foot in the pack, as a part of this community, we have got to build up our own.
Right.
We've got to reach back, reach down, reach up, reach however, and support each other right
Right.
here where we are.
Mhm.
Buy local, shop local,
Right.
support local,
Right.
because we all we got.
Right. Exactly. All we got. All we got.
Yeah, LA ain't coming here to support us.
Exactly.
Atlanta ain't coming here to support
Nope.
us.
Nope.
We all we got.
Yeah. Yeah. And we have South Carolina is saturated with talent.
Yes.
Saturated with amazing talent, and I want to be that springboard. I want to be, when someone comes across, I'm also a casting director, so when people call and say, hey, I need this, I'm referring out from who I know
Right.
and who's been trained and who's not going to embarrass me on a set.
Right.
You know what I mean, on someone else's set. So we are, offering those trainings so that people can know this is how you operate. This is what you need to do, and all that good stuff. So, in closing, Mr. Haire, do a quick little commercial and tell them to give. We need to meet our quota.
All right, time to get the collection place out.
Listen. Okay, I'm ready.
Listen, y'all. Again, we are all that we have. And if anybody who is not from Columbia, living in Columbia or otherwise, wants to give, we're not saying no. Right. We're only saying yes today.
Yes.
So please support this organization because it is doing a tremendous work in our local community, and it is doing it the right way.
Yeah.
It is doing it in a way that you can be proud of.
Yeah.
It's doing it in a way that is giving our children opportunities. Mm-hmm. And again, adults like me is giving adults in our area an opportunity to do some things and find themselves. Because I found out something about myself getting involved with WOW. And I was 45?
Right, yeah.
When I came around.
Right.
I was beyond prime in regards to acting.
Right. But again, after that, you kind of, you have a great look. You're out there, you're doing commercials and you're doing film and still out there auditioning and
yes,
doing print ads and all that good stuff, Yeah. And so we are excited about that. And so people, listen, it is not just about you coming to WOW. We do refer out. I get a little territorial because it's my family. It's sort of kind of like, I don't want you to go nowhere else. Okay, wait a minute. You want to do TV? Let me do a TV show. Okay, you want to do film? Let me do film. Let me do, I'm like a hornet because everybody becomes a family. But I am so invested in our actors' future, in our actors' going out and being the best them, while we provide quality entertainment and and all that good stuff that we do, is definitely going in the good ground. We're not crazy people. You're not smacking you upside the head with the Bible, but you still gonna get a little,
you got to get the lessons.
You got to get it. You got to get it. So, Vanzell, I want to thank you so much for talking to us today. Again, y'all, please give, donate, midlandgives.org/WOW PAC, or Cash App us at $WOW ACTS, ACTS. ACTS stand for Always Cultivating Talent. So make sure you send us off and help us meet our $12,500 goal. We can do it.
We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We will do it.
Yes.
We will do it. There are people who support me as an individual and support the things that I support. That have committed to being a part of this. And I would just encourage anyone, if you're watching it, if you took the time to watch, then you took the time to watch for a reason.
Right.
And let that reason result in your action of giving.
Yeah. Good. That's good. That was, you know what? You good. You good. You know that, right? All right, y'all. I'm going to sign out. I'll be back in another half hour with Mr. Kyle Green, author, motivational speaker, and hopefully I might be in a surprise. I might be in a different location. Hopefully we're gonna pray that this can work. But we will see you at 1:00. If I'm a little late, don't try to put my head in my heart. Okay, I got to travel somewhere. But I will talk to you all soon. Thank you so much for again, Vanzell Haire. Amazing. Make sure you look them up. Facebook, Instagram. Are you on Instagram?
Yes, I am. Vanzell 6.
Vanzell 6, hit him up if you got any projects you're trying to work on and all that good stuff, but do not take him from me. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You can borrow, but he belongs over here. This is home. All right. So I will talk to you later, Mr. Haire. And I'm signing out, y'all. Peace out.
Wow. Wow is my family. Wow helped me find my voice in the arts, whether it's on stage, whether it's in film and television, commercial, wherever. I found a voice, and I found it with Wow, and I appreciate them so much. I had stopped acting before I came to Wow, and Wow just ignited a fire in me. They all have just imparted in me so much and believed in me and just given so much to me. I've grown as an actress, as a person, as a leader so much, and I appreciate Wow and what they have done for me and what they want to do. They want to build a performing arts center in Columbia, and we need your help to do it. Please donate to Wow. Help us to build the community in the Midlands, South Carolina, shoot, the world. We want to empower and just inspire people. And Wow has inspired me to be the best person that I can be, to be the best actress that I can be. I want to continue to grow my career with Wow and beyond. So I love you all. Thank you so much for believing in me, for instilling just power in me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Want to act? Give it a shot. No matter how young or wise you are, there's a class or workshop for you. Maybe you want to write a play or a film. Well, we can help you there as well. Check wowpack.org for more information and to register for our next class.